So we don't want to
But
spend time.
it is gonna be very, very key because at some point it's gonna be a that as well. So I need to learn from you, you know. Not now, but at some point.
First of all, I don't know if you know this or not, but this is an interactive session. So if you have any questions, just jump in and ask. And I will try to answer the best I can. First of all, also, or maybe second of all, think of your day and when was the last time you ended something feeling, or ended the day feeling proud how you spend your time. And I'm not saying only by being productive, but also by being connected with your family, with your close friends, being clear what you are doing and having that kind of steady flow. Just think for a second about this. As Emir all the time telling me, I'm a busy person. I try to keep myself busy. I'm a dad as well. Currently going through the divorce and I don't have so much time to spend with my kids, but I do as much as I can. So weekends are off with them. That's my sacred time. The other thing, I have full-time job, I have full-time business. So as you see, I'm juggling a lot of stuff here. But then when I was doing all this, and one Friday night when I was preparing myself for weekend with kids, I was just start to thinking, do I really manage the time as everyone around me is telling me that I'm very good at this, or is just like reacting to whatever is going on around me, to the chaos that is around me? And I call this my strategy. So this kind of moment changed a lot of thinking in my life, because I realized I spent a lot of time on things that not necessarily are giving me all this clarity, all this connection with my friends, with my family. And at this point, I've said to myself, is that really what I want in my life? So for you now, how can you as well change your plan, change your schedule to actually have time for working out, for doing whatever you love to do, for having time for your family, and for, of course, having time for relax for yourself. And as well, if you work, having time for work as well. First thing that I've started doing was checking my calendar and thinking, what is my priority for this particular day? So I look at my calendar and I usually pick up 1, 2, maximum 3 things that are my priority on this particular day. Because this way, I know that this is what I need to do, what I want to do. Those are my values, my obligations. The other thing was to look at my time, whatever I'm doing during the day, and honestly answer myself, is this valuable time or I'm just messing around? Is this time productive? Is this time helping me connect with someone? Is this time that serves my inner peace? Or is this time waste on scrolling on social media, doing whatever else I can do? Because I'm also a human. I'm getting caught with this as well. So this is a very important thing, to be honest in this moment. and honestly answer yourself how much time I'm spending on things that don't bring any value to my life. Sometimes you may be surprised. When I first time done this, I was shocked. And it's quite easy. With our time now, it's quite easy to check how much time you spend on this. It's just on your phone. I think it's called the health kind of checking or something like that. I don't remember. It's in the settings on the phone where you can check how much time you spend on each app. And when you do this, like I said, personally, I was surprised when I've done that first time. How much time I actually waste on all of this stuff that is on my phone. So, a few tips for you. What can you do? Like I say, first of all, look at your schedule and pick up the things that are the most important, that are the most valuable for you. Because this way, you will do what's matter for you, what is good for you, not what is urgent, not what is someone else's agenda, because that sometimes happens, that we spread our time all over the place just to helping people, just to do whatever people want from us, instead of doing what we want. And when you figure it out this, build your plan on that day around this, not the other way around. Think how your schedule will look like if you start to protecting your values, your energy, and your presence with people that are important for you. How your schedule will look like if you do that first. Like I say, I look at my plan, my daily plan, and I always pick up maximum 3 things that are very meaningful for me. And this is the thing that I suggest you to do as well. Have this kind of schedule for your day. Because I've tried, and I've told that plenty of times, when I was a teenager, I've tried to have a huge schedule for a day where my timetable, let's say, was done to the minute, exactly to the minute. Like, oh, I spent 3 minutes on this, I spent 6 minutes on this, I spent 7 minutes on that. For one day, I've tried to keep to this. Believe me, it was fun. But after that, I decided, no, this will not work for a long time. And I wanted something that will help me for a long time. So my schedule now is usually roughly 30, 40 minutes time blocks where I'm doing my tasks. And between those tasks, I have some kind of pauses, where I recharge myself. When I'm doing some stretching, some movement, because most of my tasks, like most of the people, are sedentary, so a lot of sitting in front of the monitor. But that's a very important thing here. To be able to have this kind of blocks, to create those kind of blocks where you focus only on your tasks. Next thing, before you actually say to anyone, yeah, it's okay, I do this. Before you agree to anything, very important is to make a pause and ask yourself, is this something what brings me closer to my goals, closer to the things that matter for me, or it will pull me out from it? This way, when you find this out, you will know what to do. Another thing is if you will be brave enough to do it. Another important thing, like I say, I don't have much time with my kids now, but I'm trying my best to be present in their life. So my tip is to have this kind of sacred time zones where nothing can change this and nothing can interrupt this. For me, is my weekend with my kids. Also, evening walks when I'm going for walk into the forest. This is my time for me to recharge. And I have to get a sip. I still can't get that throat to be fine. One thing that my friends taught me, and I really found that funny at the beginning, but it really works, is to have kind of like don't do list. We all have those to-do lists, right? Or maybe not all, but a lot of people have them. So my friends told me, create that don't do list. And I say, what? Are you crazy? What do you mean? So on this list, put 5 things that you allow yourself to not do for in this week. For example, he's very particular when he's cleaning. So everything has to be spotless. And first thing, what he put on that list when he created this for himself was not cleaning perfectly. So he allowed himself to clean, but not perfectly. The other things that you can put there is I will not do or I will not say yes to any favor that is asked of me. Or I will not, if you work in office, check email every hour, every 2 hours. I will have maybe 1 block a day when I will be checking my emails. And that's it. And the most important thing here is to allow yourself to do this and not feel guilty about that. So, from my side, that's actually everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. A question in the comments, any apps you use to time management? Not really. I'm using some apps, but not like for time management. But I have few apps that I'm going through which help me more to be in my flow. Those are apps that help me to learn. So time management apps, no, I don't have any. What are your non-negotiables? Like I said before, one of them is my weekend with my kids. At this time, I don't work. I don't do any work. This is time for me and my family. So this is important for me and there is no negotiations. There is nothing that's so important that can be so, or nothing so important in this world or more important than my kids. That was what I wanted to say. That will stop me or make me do something else. And this is a very important thing that we need to actually understand. We are not here to be better at juggling, be better at time management, be better at getting things done. That's not important. The most important thing here is to maintain your focus, maintain your clarity, maintain your peace and connection with things and people that are important for you. How do I balance my time for the gym and family then? Well, I have this kind of work where I can, during my break, go to the gym. So this is one thing that I implemented in my life. My break, I'm going to the gym, I'm doing my workout. Very easy for me was to implement this. And regarding my family, like I say, my time with them is usually the weekends. Sometimes it's possible because there are some connection issues, let's say. So sometimes when it's possible, I'm calling them at the evening times. But most of the time, it's weekend where I spend with them. And this is usually the whole days, so there is no need for any app to manage my time with them. So if that's all, I would like you to think about the last question. Who do I want to be? And what must change in my time, in my day, in how I spend my time for that to lead me to the life I want or to the person I want to become? From this place, I want you all, as always, wish many blessings. And later on, I post this video, if you want to rewatch it, on the chat. And also, I will add some PDF with some of the tips and exercises that you can do on your free time. So, thank you everyone for joining. I really appreciate this. And see you later.